Welcome back, ladies and gents. Special day today. Why? I mean, the sun is shining. It's always a special day when the sun shines. But most importantly, it's a special day because the King's Troop, Royal Force Artillery, are completing their final full day as the King's Guard. They'll be riding out tomorrow. Back soon though. So I thought I'd share with you a little bit of trivia and a huge thanks to those that shared this info. Bit of insider info, folks. The King's Troop, give or take, have around 120 horses. Yeah, I was surprised too. Give or take, it's just over half the number that HCAV have, at around 200, 210. But it's a lot. It's more than I was thinking. But interestingly, the King's Troop is split into 6 subs. And this is a first, guys, outside the King's Troop, those subs name their horses according to 6 very distinct themes. Sub A, chicken, folks, would you believe? Hence having horses such as piri, burrito, popcorn, etc. Sub C, Transformers. Yes, you guessed it, folks. There is an Optimus Prime in the King's Troop. Sub C, cars. Hence having, for example, a horse called Aston. There's also another one called Tesla. Yep, I didn't believe it either, but it's true. Sub D, slightly more obscure one, but the general theme is nature. Would you believe? Sub E, my personal favourite, computer games. Okay. Sub E, there's a horse called Zelda. There's one called Nintendo. There's another called Spyro. Extraordinary but true. And the final 6th sub, Sub F, people, is split. Actually, an interesting one. Sub F. Said that bro decides to move his fuzzy hat out of our line of sight. Sub F is split between 2 themes: alcohol, would you believe? That's right, and footballers. Okay, to give you a couple of examples: alcohol, Bacardi. Another horse called Tia. Of the footballers, there is a horse called Iniesta, whose picture was yesterday's picture of the day. And there's another one called Neymar. So, yeah, I was surprised myself, guys, but there's a bit of insider info there. Thumbs up. That we haven't yet had on this channel. And I thought it was kind of appropriate this morning of all mornings to include that. Why? Well, as I mentioned, it's their last day. It's okay, carry on. Oh, goodness me, the German ladies kind of waiting patiently for me to finish my video, even though I haven't even really started it. But look at that, guys. It's a lovely one this morning. Hence being out, not just the weather, and all of these lovely, friendly, happy, smiley tourists, but, as I mentioned, the last day. Now, the good thing is that the King's Troop will be back much sooner, folks, than anyone realises. Yep, they'll be back this year, would you believe? In other words, this side of Christmas. So that'll give us a second chance, possibly, if we get super lucky, to see them in the snow. How likely is that? Oh, not very. Helicopter. But sadly, guys, it's not my shuttle out of here. It's very low, actually. Looks like it's about to land at Welly Barracks, in all probability. That said, the snow situation last week, I think I mentioned in one of the videos when I opened it. Last week in the beautiful English city of Oxford, all of the Oxford WhatsApp groups, students, ex-grads, alumni, etc., teaching staff, they were all pinging like crazy. Started very late at night, all through the night, so next morning. Some lucky students managed to catch the early snowfall, were out and about in it. A lot of people woke up, obviously next morning, rushed out to build snowmen. Beautiful sights. Point being, it took everybody by surprise. That massive drift of snow that settled over Oxford might might happen in London. It's rare, but it's happened before. There's a video on this channel from I think 2 years ago where we got called out and the snow hit like crazy and everything was gloriously white. That was in the evening, so there were no horses out, hence no horse guards footage. But we got lovely footage of the Supreme Court, Big Ben, Parliament Square, and the snowball fight. I like that footage because it's the first time that I remember in my adult life having that much snow. Not only having fallen, but also settled in central London. In other words, it's an extremely rare event. I'm going to cross the road because we know that the horses are there and the guard is there. But I wonder if the police will tell us why Raffles is pretty much cordoned off to the public. Who's the important fellow staying there? I wonder. Really beautifully quiet on Whitehall today. I'm not sure that will be the same at Horse Guards, but we'll find out. Either way, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. I'm here to capture the last King's Guard by the King's Troop. And it's funny because some of the gunners that are on in this last guard, this might surprise you, ladies and gents. I've been told the opposite in the past, but some of the gunners would love to stay longer. In other words, they've had a lot of fun. They've really, really, really enjoyed their time at Horse Guards. Now, I say that's surprising because more than a handful of gunners told me that they didn't enjoy their time here back in the summer. Then again, to be quite honest, it's pretty flipping hard work to be sweating in the box.
That's a whole different organisation.
The majority of the troopers and the gunners prefer when the weather is mild. And to be honest, so do I. Much easier to film and move around as well. Now, it's interesting because we very rarely approach Horse Guards on this side of the road, and you can just see in the centre of the frame, that's Nelson's Column, up in Trafalgar Square. So it's a very familiar location that we're traversing, just that we're approaching on the other side of the road. Horse Guards seem to have a healthy number of people actually, squished on the pavement. Look. In fact, the police have moved back to the entrance. Damn it, so there's nobody for me to ask, but it's still closed. Yep, we still can't actually approach it on the public highway. I wonder actually, I'd love to know which law they're using to enforce that very minor closure. Plus, we've got officers over here guarding the rear entrance, in fact. Well, it's actually the side entrance, but again, side entrance, rear entrance to Raffles, sorry. I mean, I wouldn't instinctively say that I'm a nosy person, guys, but I'm mildly curious as to as to why it's closed. Let me ask them. Officers, can I ask you why it's closed today at this bit?
Sorry?
Can I ask you why this bit's closed? I'm just curious.
No, we just got a world energy conference here today, so we're expecting to later on.
So it's in case like just stop oil or whatever turn up,
Yeah.
and destroy everything. Maybe a slow day for you girls though, no? I mean, like a real slow day. No law enforcement on this little part though, if it's closed.
Yeah.
It's true, it could be worse. Free money. Okay, take it easy. Thank you. Oh goodness. They're pretty chill. I really like some of the police officers that we come across and that we talk to here on Whitehall. They're pretty relaxed and very friendly. Okay, over we go. Okay, who, ladies and gents, have we got? Now bearing in mind, I chose this time specifically because we will capture 2 lots of gunners, fundamentally. The troop we're looking at, sorry, I swear I'm never going to snap out of it, but I guarantee you from the next few days I'm going to start calling all the troopers gunners. It's flipping inevitable. The gunner that we're looking at now, very serious, but I don't remember her being in the box before. That's not to say she's new, because I don't know, but I don't remember her. Oh, somebody decided to wear the rug from their fireplace, the horse guards, today. So I can't find my coat. Perhaps I left it at the dry cleaners. Instead, I'm going to wear the rug. It's quite a nice rug. What do we think, ladies? Would you wear that rug to horse guards? I'd personally be worried that I'd have dogs sitting all over me, shaking off their fur and stuff if I went out dressed like that. Oh, that was quick. Well, we just got here and already somebody wants to give their kid up. He's like, say goodbye to mummy. We'll visit. I promise. Woolwich isn't that far away. We'll bring you toys at Christmas. You won't miss us. People that don't brush their hair but go out in public are always the ones that are most suspicious to me. Yeah, personal care, personal hygiene, it isn't that tough. I know hair care products are expensive, but you know, it's not that difficult to help yourself in boots. but you didn't hear that from me. Weird enough, actually, maybe because of the position he was standing in, it kind of looked like he was floating in front of the railings. It didn't actually look as though his feet were touching the ground. Okay, he didn't like my comment, so he decided to put his hat on and take his electric bike, hopefully, in the other direction. Very curious to ride along on an electric bike, just park it in front of the horse. There's actually, guys, the camera is a teeny weeny bit, there we are. It was off centre, now it's perfect. I was just thinking, why does the image look as though it's a teeny bit wonky? Okay, Little Red Riding Hood is here. Now, should I say it, guys? I'll huff and I'll puff. Okay, anyway, that's our first one. A lot of spammers here today as well, guys. Okay, oh. I like this gent. We've seen him before. Not the Norwegian fellow. Gosh, the sunlight is very bright. There we are, that's a bit better. Yeah, we saw this gent over in the archway as the Chitsman. Okay, wow, so effectively we're seeing new faces in the boxes today. Well, I mean, for me. I can't say if they've been here or not. Little kid's right in the box. I think, however, he's not going to say anything. Awkward. Oh, and another one. Mum's saying, get out the box. They're testing the gunner's resolve, guys. Is he going to defend his patch or not? Let's see. Folks, I've got a feeling the rug is going to turn up shortly. I'm not sure why, it's just instinct, and I think we'd agree, got a reasonably good instinct about what's going to happen next. Oh, no, surely not. It's a coincidence. foot guards on the horses. I wonder which guards we've got on foot. Guess we'll find out in a minute. She's right in the box. Oh, not for long.
¿Qué dijo?
Stand outside the
Del
box,
otro lado casi
please.
mejor, ¿eh? ¿Qué te dijo? Joder.
I just remembered actually, guys, this is the horse that always bites Spanish-speaking tourists.
Dámela desde aquí. Sí. Ya estaría.
The only ones that don't get bitten are the ones that can only speak Spanish and not English.
Ver. Voy a hacer una.
¿Así? Ahí está bien encuadrado.
Sí, no, pon el móvil recto. Así. Eso ya así. Ahí ya.
Quite some characters already.
Si no, así.
I'm putting lots more interesting faces just off camera, hoping they're going to come on camera.
Pero yo no entiendo muy bien.
Notice they're taking a bit longer as I got for the pictures today. Why? Because it's quieter. Everybody getting a nice picture with the horse. Oh, very familiar and famous faces back in the yard, guys. I'll show you in a minute. I should say that law enforcement is not going to be an issue here today.
Gracias.
I'm 99% certain that that guy, I swear he's famous. He was in Narcos, no? A Netflix cartel TV show. Oh, rare to see you here on a non-change day.
I have been here since, I've always come here on a non-change.
No, but I think it's rare for me to see you because I'm hardly ever here on,
No,
on
I
a
know.
non-change day.
Well, I went to Christmas market just now. So we're going to have some bites of the Christmas market.
See the helicopter a little while ago? It looked like a royal helicopter landing up well in there. Definitely not a military helicopter.
Yeah, Kingsley, no.
Huh?
We're no longer on tomorrow. They come off tomorrow, don't they?
I was actually trying to remember whether it's the Blues or the Lifeguards that are back tomorrow, but I'm completely out of kilter, so I actually don't
Wait
remember.
and see when we get there.
Big surprise, eh? Coming up in the morning. I actually don't know, guys, because I can't remember who had the last Kingsguard. However, it doesn't necessarily matter because it won't automatically mean a swap over. If the photographer doesn't know, I don't know. Guess we'll wait and see. Okay, so let's have a little wander inside.
I just graduated high school.
Oh, bro there, chatting out some students. He's after a little party this evening. Look, very familiar face. Look at this officer. Been ages since he's been here. Fantastic. He's here in his glasses, and so am I. Okay, who have we got, guys? Oh, we've got a couple of gents. One of whom was in the box yesterday, but today he's been relegated to foot. I mean, not really relegated, you know what I'm trying to say. It's now all even and equitable. You don't need to polish your boots any better to get in the box. You're still going to have to stand on the ground wearing them and rotate with your colleagues. This is a ceremonial regiment. They're mainly women, actually. Do we agree with that statement? I mean, perhaps we do. And on the other side, yes, it's the gent we saw yesterday. He was certainly in the boxes yesterday, but not today. Be interesting to see actually after they change over shortly, who will actually take those key spots in the box. Oh, I just realised there's a horse here. And to be fair, a lot of people have no clue. This horse is really depressed. Look, he's like, I can't believe that I need to go back to Woolwich. You know, John's always saying when he opens his videos on the bridge that the north of the river is the fun side. Look. I think that's what it is. However, wait, let me just have a look. I've got a feeling, ladies and gents, that I might be able to drop you the name of this horse. 1 second. Just need to look through the pictures that we sent yesterday. 1 minute. Made myself back a teeny weeny bit, wait, because there's so many tourists that I'm trying to go for, but they're looking at me as if like, hello, are you making a video? Well, I am making a video, but it doesn't mean you need to worry about me. Lovely, friendly tourists. Where is it? 1 second, guys. I've got way too much stuff in the chat. I'm not sure I can find the picture. Ah, here we are, got it. Now, would you believe, purely by coincidence and luck, when we started I was talking about some of the horses being named after footballers. This horse being a good example. This horse, guys, is Neymar. Yeah. That's the first time I've actually named a King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery horse in one of our videos. I'm going to try and get right in front. Now we've cheered up a little bit for a head-on picture. 1 second, there's tourists in that spot now. Before Neymar falls asleep and before they change over. Happy Neymar. Okay, let's go over a bit. 1 second. Here we are. So we are in the front. The thing is, if the horse is going to chew up, guys, he's not going to make the. He's gone to sleep. This interesting picture. There we are. Oh, Neymar.
I just like that side.
Okay, it's honestly not going to be the best of pictures. Wait, let me move back a teeny bit. He's too sleepy. Sleepy little Neymar. 1 second, let's have a look at the other end. Oh God, you know what? Now we're at this end looking at the blaze on this horse. Wait. Now I'm thinking to myself, they look really similar. Hold on. No, the other one's definitely Neymar. Reason being, we haven't got that sort of, cocoa area around the nostrils. This one, damn it, I was told the name of this one actually. I think the day before yesterday. I didn't write it down next to the picture. Actually, 1 second, guys. No, it's not Iniesta. That's a very unusual horse. We're gonna have to skip this one for now. I'll see if I can drop it in later. Both the horses are really, really, really sleepy though. Look. So I can't keep my eyes open. I mean, to be fair, they've only got 10 minutes and they're swapping over. Good news, I'm going to be in the yard for this changeover. It's nice and bright today, but luckily the sunlight is not hitting that key corner. So I'm going to try and get us some of the closest ever footage right in the yard on that key corner. Okay, that's better. At least we can get now a head-on picture of this horse here. Try and match the name later, I guess, if all else fails. Come on, horsey, look at us. Gosh, the blaze is so similar to Ormonde's, folks. No, on this one. Also, the other thing I forgot to mention is that the 6 subs, the horses are graded, colour graded. So at one end, you've got those really ginger-looking ones. And at the opposite end, you've got the ones that pretty much could be in a H-cab because they're super dark, almost black. In other words, they don't tend to mix and match. Should have hung the sign straight actually for the last day, but sadly not. the other key thing that I found interesting is I was told that, unlike HCAV, they often swap out the horses. What I mean by that? Okay, so during the day with HCAV, a trooper will come out in the morning, he will have his hour, go back in, have his second hour, go back in, have his third hour. Typically, not exclusively, but typically, for each of those 3 1-hour spots, he will have the same, or she will have the same horse. Okay, that's not true with the King's Troop. Why is that not true? Well, they rotate them somewhat. What I mean by that? Well, to give all of the horses some time in the box and a bit more experience of being in the box, one gunner can have 3 different horses in one day. I did wonder the other day, I did say, like, why is it the case that oh, what are the police here for? Wait, somebody been naughty. Why are the police here? Oh, I thought they were maybe going to arrest the spammers then for a moment. That would have been interesting. Let's see if they're going to do that. Look, they're over there next to the gate, look. Why would they be here, in fact, for that, I wonder? Fines, possibly? I mean, look at the guy at the gate. That'll be interesting. But it's the lady over here, in fact, in the middle that caught me out. Actually, she was going to walk over and ask somebody something. Very, very, very curious. No idea why, but what could it be, guys? What do we think? I'm wondering myself. I think, bizarrely enough, actually, the spammer types had a bit of a panic. Then I thought I was going to make the spammer video. And they all vanished the other end. I understand why they're paranoid. Let's just say that there's a lot of info, guys, that has been coming in different respects, but you see, literally, I'm just photographing the police, wondering why they're here, and all the spammers suddenly get panicky and run away. I wonder if they're here to try and arrest a pickpocket, perhaps. Possible, no? Don't worry. No, there have been a lot of incidents of people getting pickpocketed here, tourists getting pickpocketed. It happens a lot. Yeah, it happens really often, because sometimes, especially at the weekends, it's packed along the front here, like at the palace, and people are, hands in pockets and stuff. Wondering. No, not about that. Pickpockets, not about the horses biting. That's the good part. Exactly, yeah. That's the way I look at it as well. 1 second, let's find out. I'm going to ask him, guys, if he's here on an anti-pickpocketing operation. Officer, are you guys here looking for pickpockets by any chance?
No, not at the moment. No.
It's just rare to see like the Met out and about at the front here.
Yeah, no. We're a team called Servitor, so we come out like to busy, iconic places where uniform and plainclothes officers. So, yeah, that's what we do. Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you usually here? Are you?
No, I mean I do some YouTube vlogs along here, but yeah.
Oh, is that what everyone does? The vlogs on the
big
horses
issue at the
and all
weekend with pickpockets.
You will do. Anywhere
just like
that's
at the
busy,
palace.
Buckingham Palace, anywhere like that.
Yep.
Anywhere that's busy, that's what we get. Are you one of these that do the horses and then you see it all on there? And
I mean, I try not to put bad moments up, but I mean, it is primarily about the King's Troop and then HCAV when they come back as well.
Okay.
And if, for example, I don't know, say the guard was about to leave his spot in the tunnel, sometimes he will come out and the police will be in his way, or other soldiers. In other words, stuff does tend to go wrong. You know how it is here.
Do you get many viewings on it?
The channel is just under 100,000 subscribers. It's pretty popular.
Is it your channel?
Yeah, 1 second, I'll show you.
Can I ask you?
Of course.
So when you get like, so say you get 100,000, have you got a penny for each one that views?
Oh, that's a conversation that we need to have off camera.
I'm on my own camera at the moment.
No, you're not. The camera's facing that way, I promise.
Right, no,
Otherwise, I'll be on it with you.
It doesn't matter.
No, but I always point it away when I'm talking to people.
Oh wow. Yeah, I see that. No, and it's you that does it, is it?
Yeah, it's this one. Often capture your colleagues coming mounted from the palace. On those, they've got some beautiful horses that are stabled up here.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Nice thing to see.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad I finally see the face of that.
You're very kind. John.
John, Kevin, pleased to meet you.
Pleasure.
John. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
All the very best.
You too.
Right?
See you.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a look at that, but that's exactly what
I will. I'm going to keep this in my hand tight. You're a gent. Thanks a lot.
You're more than welcome, John.
Okay, cheers. Okay, you see how nice and friendly they are, guys? They are super lovely, actually, the police here. They're not, as he said, on an anti-pickpocketing operation. They are mixed with undercovers. That's actually quite a smart strategy, because if on the one hand they've got visibility, high-vis, uniform, etc., then of course people are going to look at the officers in uniform, and they're not going to be looking around thinking, oh, there are other officers here that are not in uniform. Thing is, I was going to go in the yard for the changeover, but I think we've missed it. It's about 3 minutes. People are still going in and out. I'm tempted to risk it, but I really don't want to get told off by the large officer on the left. So what do I do? It's not worth it. I think I'll probably get the king. Yeah, not worth the risk. Got Colin though in the background, guys, in his usual trusty spot. Happy, healthy, and about in the sunshine. Look. Oh goodness me, folks. When we go back and look at, I need to look at the footage, but wow. Did you see that? They all had a meltdown, spammer meltdown, like mass meltdown. Their cameras toward me on the silly little live streams, and panicked and ran away. Now, the reason I find it interesting is that if you had nothing to hide, or you were not ashamed of what you were doing here, your motives for being here, you wouldn't have been so sketchily quick to run away, would you? Very curious. Anyway, there is the gent I was just talking to. He's now going to be in today's video. And as you heard, he doesn't mind. Wait, let's have a little read of the leaflet 1 second. It's called Project Servitor. Can you spot the plainclothes officer? Our security operations include anything from search dogs to less visible measures. If you hear or see anything suspicious, I guess in part, thinking about it, as we've got this seriously important state visit coming up, they're being a little bit more on it, I would say, with the visibility than usual. So we've got the lady officer who's eyeballing me behind, and Kevin, the gent, in the centre there. Things I probably could have made it into the yard, but now I'm definitely not going to risk it. She's a civvy worker, actually. She's not going to get in trouble. Let's see. Ta-da! Okay, let's hope we get a nameable horse when they've changed over in just a moment or two. I'm also wondering whether or not the guard is going to tell the police officer to get back. It wouldn't surprise me. I should give him a heads up, but you know what? I wouldn't, because it will be super patronising for me to tell him that he might be in the way. Okay, get myself behind the bollard and watch what's going to happen next. Interesting, no police, mod police, or guards have come from the yard to the front. Oh, look. Bye-bye. Right, here's our NCO. Stomp, stomp. Another very, very, very dark, almost HCAV dark horse at the other end. And this beauty at this end. In fact, this is the gunner who was in the archway yesterday, who's now out of the archway on the horse. Goodbye to that horsey. And hello to this beauty. Actually, wait, let's look at yesterday's picture. I was thinking for a second, it's Iniesta again, but it's not. Same sort of cocoa markings around the nostrils, but Iniesta has no blaze, no white blaze. But it's remarkable, you can see the genetic resemblance. It looks exactly the same, bar the blaze. Now I don't know if they're going to change over the foot guards as well. In fact, even if they are, we've still got the option to head into the yard. Wait, let's have a quick look. Instinctively, I don't think they are, because everybody moved quickly and nobody's telling them to stay back. Oh, they are. They are actually doing it. Wait. Remarkably enough. Okay, we've got a great spot as well, folks. Pure luck that was. Or was. Whoops. Here we go. Bang on, they're going to walk into the camera actually. Got a super good spot. Oh. Hold on a second. It's our favourite gatesmanator at the head of the line. 3 ladies, folks, heading into the tunnel. And their male colleague is being taken off. Wow, it's the gatesmanator guard. Who's replaced him? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now, we remember her, don't we? From that magnificent marching the other day. Here she comes. Absolutely fearless. It's always ran out of the way. And she's back. Okay, so we know one thing. There's going to be no nonsense at all while she's on duty as the gatesmanator lady guard version. Curious how everyone was milling around, because normally everybody's sort of held back or told to stay back when they're going to change over the gatesman and the chitsman, but not today. Very curious. Also, she came out of the tunnel really fast. Now, for those of you that are not sure what I'm talking about, last week, in a very rare moment, the lady guard behind us went into the tunnel, exited the tunnel onto the parade ground, and pretty much walked halfway, and I'm not exaggerating, you saw how far she went, almost halfway to the Guards Memorial. Now, will she do that today? Possibly. I mean, I think it's more likely than not. So when she moves, we'll move, if that makes sense. In other words, we will, I don't like to use the word follow, because I don't like to do that, but observe at a respectful distance, if that makes sense. Looking at who we've got actually. Wait, I like this guy as well. Remember him from the other day, folks? He was actually really good. She's saying get closer, he's saying no. Oh, sorry. Didn't even see. You're getting good pictures though, no, today? It's their last day, by the way. They're leaving tomorrow morning. This is a guest regiment. They're not normally here, so the usual regiments are back tomorrow morning.
We talked to one of the soldiers yesterday because we went to see if they were coming down wherever it is, barracks.
Yeah.
Just an effort.
We went up there yesterday, and they said somebody else said that they'd
Why not?
doing it for them or something. But one of the soldiers said they're doing it for them.
Yeah, it's their last morning, so they're swapping over as of tomorrow. Oops.
I know because it's
Gosh, it's a bit busy along this side of the bollards today, folks. Hold on. Now the beauty has got a really unusual mark. Look at this. I would actually argue, in fact, folks, that that teeny weeny little star looks like an anchor, does it not? This horse has joined the wrong part of the service. In fact, he should have been in the Navy with a mark like that. Yes, he's like, what do you mean, John? I can't swim. When he looked at the camera and I said Navy, he's like, I would not want to spend my time on a submarine, thank you very much. So we've got an ABBA reunion here today at Horse Guards. Oh, she winked at the guard. Cheeky, saucy. Who's next? Oh, it's the world's happiest tourist next. Look at that smile. Oh wait, there isn't a smile. That's more like it. That's how you smile. Cute. Who's next? It's not even that cold today, guys. It's about 10 degrees. People are dressed as though they're about to spend the afternoon on the slopes in Zermatt. It's like, look, no skis. Burberry, but no skis. Which is interesting. Oh my goodness, look at this guy's shoes. Look. He's never going to get lost in London, is he? It's like be able to see him from a police helicopter in those. Wow. Funny thing is, it looks like he's got lights on his shoes, but they're actually just a super luminous orange. If we're walking on the moon. Oh, someone's having a meltdown. Don't go in front of people taking your photo. Flipping pack guys behind me with Italians. Here he is. Let's hope his shoes don't dazzle the horse. Oh, twins. Wait, actually no, they're not. It's from the same town in Perugia. I had no idea Ursula von der Leyen was in London, actually. I thought EU business was typically taken care of in Brussels. I can't believe she's got time to be here getting pictures. This girl has got her own toy Almond. How's about that? In fact, that's the logical smart toy one would expect to see here. Somebody wearing a cap or something warm and carrying a horsey toy. Butter's like, let me carry it. But he's gone off now in a sulk. the light, folks. Again, in the background, look, hitting the buildings in the yard. Isn't that wonderful? It's like a Turner. Wow. I think the sign says straight at one end, the other end is completely wonky. Horses are being really left alone, actually. They're going to be thinking, oh God, why is nobody approaching us? Another interesting fact I forgot to drop at the beginning is that of the horses that were brought over, four of the horses that we've seen here since the King's Troop arrived had never ever been in the boxes before. Now, we were lucky enough to capture 2 of those horses at the moments that 2 different lady gunners were trying to sell the horses with pats and kind words and everything else. Those were 2 of them. Other 2 we didn't capture. Obviously stuff happens when I'm not here, because I'm here far less than I'm not here, sadly, people. Yep, I don't live here, alas. Horse guards anyway. I did apply for a room in the stables, but they said, I'm sorry, we've already got a stableman, so you can't have it. But yeah, 4 of them had never been in the box before, hence some of them not being happy at all and getting taken off pretty much instantly. Why? They spend most of the time in groups, these horses. In their little subgroups, I believe each sub has 18 horses, so within that sub the horses will obviously spend a lot of time together. They will work together, train together, eat together, live together, etc. And therefore the gun carriers together. So very different for these horses than the HCAV horses to be in the box alone. See, plenty of people in and out. Hustle bustle, but not an awful lot, ladies and gents, of stopping, curiously. Very, 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 very quiet in the yard. Both the guards being, look, no one getting a picture this side, and almost nobody that side, pretty much. Now, I came in here to put the camera toward the front, 1 second, so you can enjoy the magnificent view across the street, and to look at the time. Yes, I kind of guessed it almost right. It's 14 minutes past 12, which means in theory, 1 second, the gatesman should leave her post shortly. Now it's 50-50, front or tunnel. My money, instinctively, is on tunnel. But possibly the front and then the tunnel, so we'll see. Because I would love today to capture that walk, if it happens, all the way to the Guards Memorial. Oh. Gunner's got a cup of water. Break time. To be fair, guys, I'm actually surprised that anyone wants to drink on duty. And just to confirm, by drink I mean water. Okay, I'm not talking about a cheeky vodka and tonic or a gin and lemonade. What I mean it's pretty chilly, so to be ingesting liquids when one is on duty, yeah, I mean, I don't actually touch, when it's this cold, I never touch my water bottle, except to wash my hands, in fact, when I finish filming, that's it. Now, part of the reason I'm hoping that we will see her head into the tunnel is that the light at the back is magnificent today. Look at that. Now, do we think that these lovely tourists here are going to the guard shop or to visit the archway and the pop-up Starbucks beyond those black gates? The curious are like, hold on a second. Okay, she's back. Any moment the bell's going to toll. I mean, I hope it will. It's supposed to. Aha, there we go. Remarkably, she's preempted the bell. Okay, so front is first. Oh my God, I can barely pan the camera fast enough to keep up. I'm not exaggerating, folks. Instinctively, I think after the front is going to come the tunnel. I'm walking backwards toward the tunnel. I'm just going to thwart it by heading back to the arch. Oh, the tourist is getting out of the way fast, look. Is she going to take a hard left? No, I was right. Instinctively, I was right. Okay, so let's actually preempt it. I can't even walk that fast, guys. Now, the thing is, I might be going to be able to get over these ropes without going head over. I wonder. Oh. Okay, she got me. I was convinced, so was the bro here with the camera, that she was going to go all the way over there again. Perhaps she realised that this time I'm not going to risk it because of the construction work. Yeah. She got us good, folks. I think she realised that we were going to try and capture that epic walk again, so decided not to do it. But she is remarkable, eh? Plus we get to walk back into the gloriously sunlit yard. How is that, folks, for a vista? Wow. Let's be honest, people. I mean, how many of you are lucky enough to have a view like this? One thing I've just noticed is that the new guard is in the wrong position. Now, hold on a second. What's going on here? That's very, very, very interesting. I'm going to take a picture without going super close because I don't want to be intrusive. But that's the wrong spot. I'll try and find out whether or not that's intentional or accidental. I think somebody might well have played a trick on her because it's the last day and said that that's where she should stand, when in fact it's not. Yeah, she's in the wrong spot. Oops. Actually, I'm wondering where's Colin? Because he would want to get a picture of that 100%. I guarantee one of her colleagues made a joke and said, "Oh, you need to stand there instead." I think he's gone. I think Colin's finished. Yes, he's gone. We've never, to the best of my knowledge, had any guard from any regiment standing in that position before. We've had a mistake at the other side with a lifeguard on his first day standing in front of the black door as the gatesman, but it's never happened to the chitsman. A small but nonetheless important historical anomaly, just because we've never seen it before. I've never seen it before. Let me just check the picture, see if it came out well. Yeah, it did actually. It came out really well. But I will check first, though, folks, with a friend of mine before I post it, as Gunner stands in the wrong place, because I am pretty sure somebody told her as a joke. Oh, it's okay, it's okay.
Do you want to know why?
The guy tried to bend himself backwards and then he fell over. Now, the thing is, there are more people heading into the yard than there are at the front. The trouble is, when I go into the yard, they don't tend to hang around. They tend to head into the tunnel and vanish. Oh. I had no idea David Attenborough was going to be here today, guys. I'm surprised. He hasn't got his BBC TV crew with him. He's like, so, yes, here we have a fine example of a king's horse.
Stay clear of the white line!
Bro. Wow, that was ferocious. Wow. Apparently the police have come out to arrest some guy wearing a green coat and a brown cap. Oh, that's you. I'm teasing you. That gave you a jump though, didn't it? I mean, that made me jump, to be fair. She was really loud. To be honest, it's new. It's only been here for 6-7 weeks. They painted it because so many tourists were touching the horses. So now I'm not allowed to touch, I'm not allowed to go close. Yeah. You weren't expecting that though, were you? Oops, excuse me. The look on his face when I said the police have come out to arrest somebody in a green coat and a brown cap. He actually believed me. Classic. That was super loud though, to be fair. Oh, city financier on his lunch break here. He's still in touch with the team in the office though, just in case those bonds move a fair bit and they need to buy some more. Just hedging his positions in the market. Oh goodness me. Wow, I was not expecting that, folks. On her last day here, she suddenly decided, oh, hold on, what about this kid? To be fair, I mean, he was in the photographer was in the box, and he was a little bit intrusive with how close he got with the camera, but he was only just in the box. I mean, kind of like, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out scenario, but she really let him have it. I was not expecting that at all. But fair play to her. What a voice that was, folks. I think that counts as probably the loudest King's Troop shout since they arrived. Let's see if this jogger bro realises there's a horse here. Yeah, he's brought up on a farm. He understands horses. Oh, this guy trying to stare at the horse. Wait, look. It's like, what? He's getting the horse. No, he's noticed the camera. He's not going to do it. He's mimicking the horse's head movements. Yeah, no, he's not going to do it, obviously. I do feel sorry for David Attenborough, though. At his age, it's not fair to be shouted at. Senior citizen privilege. Okay, we've troubled her enough, folks, with our presence. And whatever happens, unless, you know, a massive number of people go and stand right in the box. Oh, hold on a second. David is doing it again. Okay. That's pretty flipping close, though, to be fair, no? If he gets much closer, he's going to be hit you in the nostril with the camera. Personally, if I were on guard, that would be so awkward, though, to have somebody with the camera that close to my face. What's he trying to do? Can you count the pores on her cheeks or whatever? I mean, that's crazy close. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It kind of feels like a bit of an invasion of personal space, you know? Just because somebody's out on ceremonials, I don't think it's fair to get that close. He's probably 1 foot physically from her face. Oh god, here we go. Hopefully this is his last shot before he heads back to, I don't know, some frozen planet somewhere. Here we go again. I think he might have had too much for breakfast. This is why he's sort of crouching a little bit. Maybe it helps his stomach. Also to explain why he's wearing brown trousers today, folks. Smart thinking. Why? Because brown trousers equals camouflage. So if he has an accident when he's out and about in London taking pictures, no one's going to spot it. Oh, this guy's here from France. How do I know? Haircut. Says it all. We'll finish up, ladies and gents, at this end. Yes, we will. Ta-da! Oh, sorry. Thanks, guys. Okay, in we go. Whee! Inserting ourselves slowly. I'm not going to say anything about the Navy because this horse gets really nervous every time I mention water. I think we saw this girl earlier, did we not, when I made the Red Riding Hood joke, or is it another one? Okay. Oh. his mum's also mentioning to him about the fact that he's not allowed. Sorry, Gary, but you're not allowed. Mum's the boss. Massive respect to the gunner for not verbally reprimanding him for entering the box. He could have done, but he didn't. I don't need to state why, because it's pretty obvious. Respect for that. It wouldn't have been fair to shout at that guy, and I think you all know why. Okay, who's next? It's a nice little casual pose, just wiping his shoes on the Grade 1 listed building. Go for it, bro. There's a lot of red coats, is it? Like red coat season or something. How sort of careful and respectful some tourists are with not approaching and getting too close, whereas others just couldn't care less. Damn shame we don't know Angkor Horse's name, guys. He is a beauty. I'll try it actually, thinking about it. Because we're right here to get a decent picture. The thing is, some dude's been standing in front of the horse filming for 1 hour without moving. Would you believe it? No, neither would I. Okay, got a good picture of Mr. Anchor Blaze. Trying to think of how the title of the video, guys. It's gonna have to be God Shouts to David Attenborough. I mean, you know, even his posture, everything about him was Attenborough-esque. Oh, she just realised there's actually a horse here, and that's the furthest ever we've seen anyone take a picture. Now it is gloriously, spectacularly deserted along the front. Look, if I stand in the middle here, put the camera along the front, look at this. How rare is that, guys, on a normal day? Okay, I can hear some stomping in the arches. We know what that means, don't we? Yep, here she comes. Actually, no, in case she doesn't come, she's heading into, annoying enough, into the arches. Yeah, okay, so she thwarts us every time. I bet now, obviously, because I'm flipping miles away and won't be able to catch up, she's going to head to Buckingham Palace to receive an honour from His Majesty. Thankfully not, actually. Let's get out of her way. Way out of her way. Oh, spotted some HCAV guys here actually coming out in their camos. Interesting, somebody also pointed out to me yesterday, and I was grateful for that being pointed out, that the uniforms, although some people do refer to them as camos, is a bit of an outdated term. It's MTP, which I believe is MTP, multi-terrain pattern, I believe. Hold on, I did make a note of it because I don't want to muck it up. Yeah, MTP. yeah, multi-terrain pattern. Sorry, I didn't make a note of that. So that's what we're going to be calling it in future, guys. I'm going to try to remember. I'll probably fail, hence me not getting lieutenant right and always saying lieutenant, which is the US pronunciation, even though I know full well it's lieutenant. But instead of camos, we will try to use MTP, which is the technical correct term for the troopers and gunners that are wearing what looks like camouflage uniform. So multi-terrain pattern. That, I must confess, guys, was a new one to me. I never heard or seen, in fact, the acronym MTP before, but knowing what it means is a nice thing. Okay, back at the front, and I think, I just know that the other end's going to give a massive shout. I think we'll finish up here. Why? Because this magnificent gunner and her glorious mount, I think, have earned picture of the day. I know I said that about the other horse, but I think not only is her horse magnificent, but so is she. So massive respect to this gunner for dealing with Sir David in such a thoroughly wonderful manner. We'll see. Is he going to put his head up? I'm not convinced. Oh, second goes. Horsey, horsey, horsey. Look, he's being shy now. That's it. That's it. There's our boy. Should hopefully also mean an ID will be possible on this beauty. Obviously now I put the camera away, he's looking right at me. Flipping hell, happens every time. Oh. We were watching an episode of Love is Blind Habibi then for a second. This is the Cross-Faith edition. Well, I didn't get my march, guys, over to the Guards Memorial, which is a pity, but hey. It was still a pretty fun morning, actually, for a non-guard change day. This dude's fallen in love with the horse. Oh, he's even waving goodbye from the gate. What a nice fellow, eh? The problem now, actually, is that we've got multiple different choices for picture of the day. I mean, the guard being the wrong spot in the yard is pretty iconic. It's okay. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay. Somebody almost headbutted the camera. Wait, that's the finance bro that we saw earlier. How did he get back there again? This is one of twins. He's walking around in circles. Will we get one more tourist? I just want one more. Come on, just one. I don't think we're going to, guys. So few people have gone over next to the... Oh, here we go. He might well be our last visitor. Actually, this looks like he's doing PR for Men in Black 4. Oh. And that, regrettably, ladies and gents, was our last tourist of the day. But we've got a special guest. Here she is. See, I lied. She's the actual last tourist of the day. But good news, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.